Trump's counterterrorism chief resigned, claiming the U.S. was pulled into this war by Israel and its powerful lobby. So on day 18 of the Iran war, it's the first major crack inside the Trump administration since the start of the war. Joe Kent, the head of the National Counterterrorism Center, is stepping down, but Kent is part of a growing America First movement that seems to be losing patience. Now, he's a longtime supporter of President Trump, and he made that clear in his resignation letter that he posted, but he's also not holding back. He says high-ranking Israeli officials and part of the American media deployed a misinformation campaign to convince the president that Iran posed an immediate threat. This echo chamber was used to deceive you into believing that Iran posed an imminent threat to the United States, and that should you strike now, there was a clear path to a swift victory. This was a lie. And then he compares it to the same tactics used to pull the US into the Iraq war. But this is personal because he says he's been deployed 11 times, lost his wife in war, and cannot support sending more Americans into another conflict. So Trump was asked about this today, and here's what he said.
I always thought he was a nice guy, but I always thought he was weak on security, very weak on security. I read a statement, I realized that it's a good thing that he's out because he said that Iran was not a threat. Iran was a threat. Every country realized what a threat Iran was.
No surprise, the president remains defiant when he's criticized, but Kent is not alone because more MAGA voices are speaking out, like Joe Rogan, who says he feels betrayed. These are people who voted for Trump because he promised to lower costs and keep the US out of forever wars. And now there are estimates that this war is costing American taxpayers up to $1.5 billion every single day.